Here is transposition. I love doing this trick. I'm using 4 queens and 4 blanks. This trick does not include 4 blanks, but if you want to purchase some, we carry blank face decks. I highly recommend them. There's numerous applications, very versatile blank cards. I'm going to perform this with blank cards. If you're using a different 4 of a kind, just follow along as usual. To begin, we're going to do an Ed Marlowe packet switch. Here's what you do. You pick up the blanks, and as I assemble them, I get a break below the top card. Okay? That should be easy to do. Just pick them up, and as you square them up, get a break below the top card. Pick up your 4 queens, drop those on top. You should have a break below the top 5 cards. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab the cards from above, and you're going to grab the cards above the break. So you're looking at grabbing the top 5 cards, and you peel the top card onto those 3 cards. So you're going to actually be peeling the top queen onto 3 blank cards. And you're going to maintain a break above that queen as you do it. So watch. I'm peeling the queen onto the 3 blank cards and keeping a break above it. Then I peel the next queen, and here is the switch. At this point, when I come over, you're going to have 2 cards in your hand. You should have a queen and a blank. You're going to peel off the queen and steal all the cards above the break, all at the same time. So what I've just done is I've exchanged 3 queens with a blank on top for a queen with 3 blanks below. Now, tempo is key on this move. You want to make sure that the entire time, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go through once at speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, I named the queens instead. Notice the tempo was always the same during the switch. So that's critical. So you're going to list them off. Spades, steal the 3, keep a break. Diamonds, clubs, and then you come over to take the hearts. You leave the blank and steal those 3 queens from above your break. Hearts. And then you simply take these 4 cards. This is actually a blank with 3 queens. And just flip it over. Okay, I'm sorry, not like that. Flip it towards yourself and spread it out, showing 4 cards very clearly. It's an Ed Marlowe packet switch. At this point, you're going to take what they believe to be the 4 queens. Just a quick position check. It's a queen followed by 3 blanks. You're going to take it into your right hand and say, keep your eye on these queens. Now notice the position. I'm in kind of a deep biddle grip. My middle finger is able to bend on top. That's critical for the next move. We're going to do a steal and tenkai. What's going to happen is as I bring my hand back here, I'm going to hold the cards, and I've actually just stolen a card into tenkai. Now I'm going to go over this from behind so you can see how I'm doing this. I'm going to first show the card, point. Now here's the move. When you turn your hand back, so this is how it faces the audience, your middle finger is going to push up. Okay, I'm going to go through this really slow. This is only your middle finger. Keep that in mind. If you're using other fingers, you're not doing this correctly. You're going to pull to your right. Notice the card. If you're looking at it, it should look just like that. Pull it over to your right, and then pull down. Now what's going to happen, this is very difficult to do slowly. If I do it a little quicker, there it is. I'm going to be pulling it over to the right and then perpendicular to the other cards. This is slightly knacky. You're going to have to get a feel for it, but you're pulling over and down. That's it, right there. Over, down. So this is going to be parallel with the floor, and if you look from this side, you can't see that. Okay, your audience should not see that at all. It's invisible. Now here's how you move it into tenkai. Your left fingers grab the bottom left corner. Okay, so from the front, they're grabbing the bottom left corner. And what your hands are going to do is you're going to move your right hand over to the right bottom corner, squeeze with your thumb into tenkai, and move up to this corner and squeeze the card. So from the front, it's going to look like so. Okay? So the card is hidden. Your fingers are going to be at the various indices of the queen, at the bottom left and the upper right. I'm going to go through that whole move one more time because it's very important to be done properly in this routine. Over, down, left hand grabs the bottom left corner, move the card. Here's how I squeeze into tenkai. I simply bring my thumb down, squeeze. That's all there is to it. Here is tenkai for you. That's the positioning you should be in. So that from this angle it's invisible. That's how I'm holding the card, just so you get a view. So once I squeeze it into tenkai, I bring it up and I hold the cards. Now angles are very important. You always want this side of your hand facing your audience's eyes. Always have this side facing them. If you go too low, they'll see it from below. If you go too high, they'll see it from above. Now at this point, you drop the cards into your hand. I have a card in tenkai. And you're going to wave and change the card into a queen. Now how did I just do that? How did I drop it so perfectly? it's not that I'm dropping the card perfectly, it's that my left forefinger and middle finger are the guide. What you want to do is let inertia help you out. It's all about momentum. You're going to throw the card, and you want the card to leave your hand going in this direction, upward and right diagonal, because it's going to hit, and your fingers are going to reorient it into position. So you notice how the card is going to be going too far to the diagonal. It's going to hit here, and your fingers guide it right into place. So here's an exposed view. I'm going to drop the card as I wave, and it gives an instant visual transformation. This is just their eyes bug out at this point. That's the strongest part of the effect. Okay, that's the change. At this point, we're going to do a modified Siva count. That's by Jack Avis. Here's how this runs. This isn't an Elmsley. This is changed up. You're going to grab the bottom card, and you're going to push off the bottom card. So instead of counting off 1, you're going to pull 3 cards off the top. So that goes 1. You're just holding a single card. They should think you're holding 3. You're going to come over, and you're going to grab all of the 3 and pinch the 1. The way I do this is I'm going to squeeze with my thumb on the top card using my left forefinger. I'm going to push the card over. Okay, so this is the card that I just put on. I'm going to pull it over, and I'm going to take the bottom 3. So all I'm doing right now is like a 2 for 4 count. So I've taken 1 and 3 each time. This time I'm going to push, just like an Elmsley, 2 cards over, and I'm going to steal the bottom card over. I'm going to steal this card from my left hand, below my right hand, and I'm going to push the top 2 cards from my right hand onto my left, okay? These 2 get pushed over. I'm doing this obviously not at speed. And I steal the bottom card over. Now you want to keep these aligned somewhat, because they're going to think that these 2 last cards are 1 card. This is 4. So I'm going to do that all again at speed. What this aims at doing is having the queen on the bottom at the end with 3 blanks above it. So the queen starts off second from the top. Take 3 into your left hand, count 1. Take 1 into your left hand, count 2. Do an Elmsley, push over 2, steal the bottom, count 3, finally count 4. Now at this point what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze. We're going to buckle using the middle finger. Buckle the bottom card. You're going to grab the cards from above, and you're going to gambler cop this card. Now all that happens in the gambler cop is the squeeze. As you lift these up, you tilt your hand down, and you push the card further. This is gambler cop. It's very natural. Just like so. Buckle, grab the cards from above, turn your hand down, and all attention goes here. Your eyes should focus on throwing these cards down. Scoop up the cards with your right hand. Take the bottom 2 into your left. Now always make sure that this part of your hand is facing the audience, so the gambler cop is not exposed. Scoop up the cards, grab the 2 bottom ones, do this little move. All you're doing is showing them, and place the 2 right cards under the 2 left hand cards, and try and align this top card with this bottom card, because this is a blank. So you want to align all of that, and you want to flip it all into your left hand and square it up. Okay, at that point you're going to do an Ascanio spread. An Ascanio spread is simply taking your left thumb, pulling over the top card to the left, moving the packet forward, using your left fingers underneath, pulling the bottom card over to your left, and then pulling the next card over to your left. Okay? What you're doing is showing the top 2 cards, the bottom 2, and you're concealing other cards. So watch it again. From the bottom. At that point you squeeze. This queen of spades is a double. You squeeze, you turn it over, you can show it. I grab the queen from above with the palm down hand. This is a double. I grab it, I flip it over, over, and over. And at this point you can push down on the queens, move them away. You just added a blank card surreptitiously to the other blank cards. That's why I highly recommend blank cards. There's no discrepancy. I'm going to give you one more alternate ending so that you don't have to gambler cop. If you don't feel comfortable or you want to try this out at first, here's how it goes. We're going to have the blank cards with the queens. We'll have just done the change. We'll have done our modified Siva count. And at this point, buckle. You've got a queen on the bottom. Buckle. Catch a break with your thumb. And you're going to have these cards spread out on the table, what they think are the 4 blanks. In reality, you're going to turn them over. Now here's what we're going to do. You've got a break, a thumb break below this card. You're going to put these cards underneath, and as if you're using this to lever them up into your left hand, as you flip, you'd have a blank card. You're going to drop that bottom queen onto those cards. Put the 3 blank cards aside, hold them from above, and simply, just like in an Ascanio, just pull out the 3 bottom cards. Okay, so this time you're just concealing the card below the queen, and from that point on, it's identical. Grab that queen, flip it over, flip them over. This is truly a miracle. Put in the time. Make sure to work in front of a mirror. Make sure your angles are right on the steal and on the drop. And if you master all the different moves in this routine, you have an arsenal of sleights.